Okay, so right now, all across Hong Kong, there is one topic that seems to be on everyone's lips: stablecoins. It's easily one of the hottest conversations in finance anywhere in the world. So in this explainer, we're going to dig in and figure out if the reality can actually live up to all this incredible hype.
I mean, just listen to this. This comes from an industry heavyweight, Dr. Zhao Feng. He's in a hotel cafe, not some high-tech conference, and literally every table around him is buzzing about stablecoins. When he says it's too hot, he means it. This tells you everything. We're not talking about some niche, nerdy trend here. This is a full-on financial fever.
So, with all this excitement, what's the real story? That's what we're here to do. We're going to cut through all that noise, and we're going to take a journey from the boiling hype you see in the market to the cold, hard reality check that's coming from the regulators. Let's figure out what this all actually means for the future of money. All right, let's start with that market enthusiasm, that stablecoin fever. What is driving all this energy? Because let me tell you, the buzz around Hong Kong's embrace of digital assets is absolutely undeniable, and it is fueled by some seriously massive expectations. Just get a load of this number. The rumors swirling around the market suggest that over 100 companies, you heard that right, 100, are getting their paperwork ready to apply for a stablecoin license. It is a modern-day digital gold rush, and it feels like absolutely everyone is scrambling to stake their claim. But you know, this isn't just about making a quick buck. If you look at the perspective from mainland China, this is a huge strategic move on a global chessboard. The conversation over there isn't really about crypto trading. It's about geopolitics. It's about finding a new way to challenge the decades-long dominance of the US dollar.
Okay, so while the market is absolutely boiling over with excitement, there's a very, very different mood inside the offices of Hong Kong's financial regulators. It is the classic story of hype versus cold, hard reality.
And here is that reality check. While the market is dreaming about global currency wars, the regulators, they have one thing and one thing only on their mind: anti-money laundering, or AML. They are terrified that one loosely regulated stablecoin could tarnish Hong Kong's entire reputation as a safe, secure financial hub. So that rumor about 100 applicants? Forget it. The regulators are signaling that maybe, just maybe, a tiny handful will get a license, and the process is going to be incredibly strict.
This quote from Dr. Zhao just perfectly captures the old way of thinking. You see, in Hong Kong's common law system, something wasn't technically illegal until it was. So you could go out and try something new, but you could be sure the Commercial Crime Division was always watching you. It just goes to show that this deep-seated caution from the regulators, it isn't new at all. It's always been part of the city's financial DNA. Now, to really get why this is such a massive deal, we have to zoom out, way out. Because this isn't really about a new kind of coin. This is about a complete revolution in the oldest financial technology of all, the ledger. So why is everybody treating this like such a game changer? Well, the answer isn't in the coin itself. It's in the financial rails it runs on. It's an entirely new kind of infrastructure that represents a truly historic shift in how we handle money.
Think about this for a second. For thousands of years, we had single-entry bookkeeping. Then, about 700 years ago in Renaissance Italy, they invented double-entry bookkeeping. And that single idea powered global capitalism for centuries. The core concept didn't really change until 2009. Blockchain technology is the third great revolution in accounting. It's a distributed ledger built from the ground up for a digital, borderless world.
And here's what that revolution looks like in the real world. The old system, that's like sending snail mail. Things get bundled up, settled in batches, and it only works during business hours. The new system? It's like sending a text message. It's instant, it's direct from me to you, and it works 24/7, 365. This idea of atomic settlement is just a massive leap forward in efficiency. It's cheaper, it's faster, and it's way more reliable.
So, if stablecoins are the first major app to run on this new financial plumbing, what's next? The answer that has everyone really excited is tokenizing real-world assets, or RWA.
And the experts pretty much see this happening in three big stages. Step one is where we are right now, tokenizing fiat currency, dollars and yen. That's a stablecoin. Step two is tokenizing financial assets like bonds or fund shares, which huge firms like BlackRock are already diving into. Then there's the final and most complicated step, tokenizing physical stuff like a building or a bar of gold.
But that last step, putting physical things on a blockchain, hits a huge roadblock. I mean, think about it. How do you actually prove that the digital token in your wallet is truly and undeniably linked to one specific bar of gold sitting in a vault somewhere?
Solving that puzzle, that link between the physical and the digital, is the central challenge here. In the tech world, this has a name. It's called the Oracle problem. It's basically the massive challenge of building a completely reliable, trustworthy bridge between the messy, real world, what they call off-chain, and the clean digital world of the blockchain, or on-chain. Cracking this problem is the key to unlocking the true potential of all this.
Okay, so we've got the hype, we've got the reality, we've got the tech. With all that in our back pocket, what does the road ahead actually look like? Let's map out a potential path for adoption and talk about the major obstacles that are still standing in the way.
Well, some analysts are predicting a really pragmatic, step-by-step approach from mainland China. First, they might accept stablecoins, mostly for that strategic monetary competition reason. Second, they could embrace real-world assets, because that directly helps and supports the real economy. And then finally, maybe in the more distant future, they could even accept Bitcoin as a totally new kind of global asset.
But listen, it's not going to be a smooth ride. There are at least two major headwinds that could slow everything down. First, you've got international pressure, huge concerns that stablecoins could be used to get around global sanctions. And second, you have the risk of a huge surge in domestic fraud and scams, which could easily cause panicked regulators to slam on the brakes to protect people.
And as this future starts to take shape, you can see these really different strategies emerging across Asia. A great way to think about it is like this. Hong Kong is trying to be Asia's Wall Street, a super dynamic hub for trading, for liquidity, for high-risk innovation. Singapore, on the other hand, is becoming Asia's Switzerland, all about stability, wealth preservation, and a calm, orderly market. They're two financial hubs playing two very different, but maybe complementary roles.
So that all brings us back to the big question. We are literally watching a new financial system get built right before our eyes. But is it a true revolution, built on a technology that fundamentally changes everything? Or is it just an evolution, a faster, shinier, cheaper version of the same system we've had for decades? The answer to that is going to shape the future of money for all of us.